how to apply for the open calls using FCS Partner Portal. After setting up the new account for your organization, you now need to log into your account using the email and password. Inside your account, you'll be able to see different calls that you can apply to. For instance, we can see Youth Inclusion or Ujumuishwaji wa Vijana 2022 is open right now and you can apply. Before sending your application, you first need to read the brief summary for the respective concept note needed. You can choose the summary file that's written in Swahili or English according to your preference. To read the brief written in English, press the View File button. To read the brief written in Swahili, press the View Swahili File button. This brief summary covers several key details that will guide you through your application. It gives you an introduction to the call, its objectives, the size of the grant under the call, the area of focus, and things that are important for the applicants to note. After going through the brief, now you can send in your application. To apply, press the Apply Now button. In order to complete the application, you will need to complete the details under 11 different tabs. The first tab is the disclaimer. It has the basic information that you need to note before you start filling in your application. After reading the disclaimer, press the Start Application button to begin. The second tab is the Project Title tab. Under this tab, you will be required to fill in your project title, project objectives, and select the grant type and thematic area. After you complete, save your response. The third tab is the Implementation Area tab. Under this tab, you will need to select where the project will be implemented. Select the region and district, then fill in the word. If the project is implemented in more than one area, after filling in the first area, press the Add New Row button, then fill in the details for the second area of implementation. After completing, press the Update Data button. Fourth tab has the problem statement information. Under this tab, you will need to write briefly what is the core problem that you would like to address, as well as what are the cause and effects. You will also need to state why the proposed project is important and why now. Make sure your responses are brief and do not exceed 300 words. You can see your current word count under the typing field. After you complete, save your response by pressing Update. Remember, you can always log out at any time by pressing Logout button. Then, log in into your account later and complete filling in the missing details. The fifth tab has details on relevant experience. Here, you will need to write brief response on why you think your organization is the best to implement this initiative. You will also elaborate on your experiences in tackling similar challenges. Your responses should not exceed 150 words. The sixth tab has information about the project outcome and implementation strategy. In this tab, you will need to add the project outcome as well as its respective strategy. If there are more than one outcome and strategies, press the Add New Row button, then fill in the fields in the second outcome. Remember, you can only add a maximum of 3 outcomes. Once done, press Update Data. The seventh tab is the Outcome Indicators tab. Under this tab, you will be required to fill in the project outcome and its indicators. You are allowed to only fill a maximum of 3 indicators per outcome. Then press Update. The 8th tab has the project activities details. Under this tab, you will be required to outline the main activities of the proposed project. Start by selecting the outcome that is to be expected from the project, of which you have just filled previously. Then outline the main activity and the description for the said activity. If you have multiple outcomes, then press Add Activity Row and fill in the details for the other outcome. Once you complete, press Update Data to save the information. The 9th tab is the Key Target Stakeholders tab. Under this tab, you will need to state who are the key actors to be involved and why. Remember, you can add multiple actors by pressing the Add New Row button. After finishing, press Update Data. The 10th tab has the budget information. You will need to provide the expected budget for the project. The budget needs to be in a format that shows the activity and its corresponding tentative budget. Then press Update Data to save and continue. The 11th tab is used to verify your information. Under this tab, you will be able to review all the details you have just filled before submitting the application. After reviewing everything, complete the application by pressing Submit the application. Your application is now complete and sent. You will be able to see the number of applications you have sent, awarded projects, as well as contracted amount. Foundation for Civil Society, facilitating partnerships for development.